Hey y'all, Jordan here from the Crafted Piglet, and I've got a really cute crocheting tutorial for y'all today. It is all about how to make this really cute crown headband. Now it clearly doesn't fit my head, but it does fit my almost 2-year-old's head. So this one is going to be really great for those of you who want to learn how to make a beanie. It'll give you those skills that you need to be confident in making a hat. So if you want to learn how to make this headband crown, make sure you stick around. Alright y'all, so for today's tutorial you will need a pair of scissors, some stitch markers, a tapestry needle, a size H crochet hook, and of course your yarn. Now if you're making this headband crown for a newborn, you'll want to use some really soft yarn. Otherwise you can just pick your favorite yarn that isn't very scratchy. So we're going to start off with a slip knot, and you want to leave about 6 inches or so, a 6-inch tail or so for weaving in later. And I'm just going to eyeball it. That looks good. And then we're going to do our slip knot. And then we're going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm really hoping this dark yarn isn't hard to see, because we'll learn some new stitches in this project. So once you've chained 6, you're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So 1, 2. So we're going to single crochet. And if you're a new beginner, you can use your stitch markers just so that you know where the first stitch is. But once you kind of get into your project, you'll probably want to just take these off because it'll probably be more of a pain than a help. So we're going to single crochet in that second chain from the hook, and then we're going to single crochet in each stitch across. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And also this particular tutorial is for newborns. Alright, so once you've done that, you are going to chain 1, turn your work, and you're going to single crochet in that first stitch. And again, you can use your stitch markers here. It might be helpful if you don't hook them. It'll be a little bit quicker. Alright, so here is going to be where our new stitches are. So for the next 3 stitches, you're going to single crochet but in the back loop only. Now each crochet stitch is shaped like a V. So there's a back loop and then a front loop. So we are going to single crochet in the back loop only. So in that back V only. So that was 1, 2, 3, and then once you get to that 5th stitch, we're just going to single crochet as usual through both of those V's. So you should have 5 stitches on your You should have completed 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, then you're going to chain 1 again, turn your work, and you're just going to continue doing the same thing. So single crochet in that first chain, and then you're going to crochet a single crochet in the back loop only for the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. And then single crochet in that last stitch. Now you're going to continue doing this same thing for 48 rows. So we've already done 1, 2, 3. And going into that back loop only, that's what's going to give your project that nice ribbed effect. So I will come back and show you what it looks like once I've gotten through all 48 of my rows. Alright, so now I've finished my 48 rows, and if you haven't guessed, we're working on this ribbed edging that you see down here at the bottom. So next we're going to work on making the actual crown part. So what we'll do here, since we're all finished with our 48 rows, we need to finish it off. And then you'll take these 2 short ends and you'll stitch them together with your tapestry needle. So you just line up the edges and then just sew it together. Since I've got this edge over here, I'm going to go ahead and stick this in the tapestry needle as well. That way I don't have to try to weave it in later. Once you're finished, really it just looks like another ribbed edging, so you can't even tell. Whoop, don't pull it that hard. See, I mess up sometimes too. What a silly goose I am. Right, well. So now I'm going to trim off that excess. Alright, and now we can actually work on the crown part. Alright, so now that we're done weaving, we're going to work along this long edge all the way around for our crown. Now we're going to take the same yarn that we were using and we're going to put it into one of the stitches and we're going to pull that yarn through. And then we're going to do a single crochet. Now what I like to do is add in both sides of the yarn. So the one end that's really, that's really short, and the long edge that goes into, the long end that goes into the yarn ball, skein, whatever you want to call it. Just because I think if I go ahead and do it now, it just makes it hold so much better, and I don't have to weave in these ends later. So I'm going to chain 1, and then we're going to do a half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, into that next stitch, pull through. It gets kind of tricky when it gets short. And then yarn over and pull through everything. And there's going to be a lot of loops on there, so don't freak out. And then I'm going to go ahead and insert my stitch marker. That way I know that is my first stitch. Now if you've never done an edging before in crocheting, the edges look a lot different from an actual crochet stitch. So you'll notice that there's a lot of spaces in between. So you're going to work that half double crochet in between all of these little spaces. See? So we're just going to do half double crochets all the way around. Half double crochet, insert my hook, pull through. And then once I've gotten all the way around, I will come back and show you how to finish off this first row. Alright, so now that I've done 48 stitches, what we're going to do now that we've gotten back to the first half double crochet is we're going to do a slip stitch into that first half double crochet. So to do that, you just insert your hook. This is why using this stitch marker is so helpful. And then you'll yarn over, you'll pull through that stitch, and then you'll pull straight through that other loop that's on the hook. And now you have joined your two sides together. For our second round, we are going to chain one, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a half double crochet all the way around. And you will finish up with 48 stitches again. Now the pattern does say to do something different, but I'm just doing it this way because it doesn't make sense to me. So if you can figure it out, then let me know. But otherwise, I'm just going to do a half double crochet in each stitch all the way around again. And then once I've done that, I'll come back and show you the third and final round. Alright, so now that I'm all the way back around again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to join the last half double crochet with the first half double crochet, the slip stitch, and now we're going to go on to our third and final row. So this is the row that's going to have some new stitches on here that I haven't taught you guys before, so I'll do this really slow. So we're going to chain one, and then we're going to do a single crochet in the first stitch. So basically in that same stitch that you just came out of, we're going to do a single crochet. And again, I'm going to put my stitch marker so that I know that is the first stitch, because that's what we're going to join once we get all the way around. Alright, so next we're going to skip the next two stitches. So 1, 2, and into the third stitch we are going to do a shell stitch. In this pattern, a shell stitch is going to be 2 double crochets, 2 triple crochets, a picot, 2 triple crochets, and 2 double crochets all in the same stitch. So we'll start by doing a double crochet, and then another double crochet, and then a triple crochet. We're going to yarn over 2 times, so 1, 2, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through that stitch. So you're going to have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, then you'll have 3, yarn over, pull through the second 2, then you'll have 2 on your hook, and then you'll yarn over and pull through the last 2. So that's your first triple crochet. So let's do that again. Yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through the first 2 stitches, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through the last 2. Now a picot, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to insert our hook into that first chain that we did. We're going to yarn over, we're going to pull through that stitch and then immediately pull through the other loop that was on your hook. Now we'll do another triple crochet, so yarn over twice, insert your hook into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the second 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. Maybe. There we go. And we're going to do another triple crochet, yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, yarn over, pull through the third 2. Now we'll do a double crochet, so yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, another double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2. And there you have created your first shell stitch. Alright, next we're going to skip the next 2 stitches, so 1, 2, and in the third stitch we're going to do a single crochet. Then we're going to skip the next 2 stitches again, 1, 2, and in that third stitch we're going to do another shell stitch again, and we'll just continue that pattern all the way around. So I'll do this shell stitch for you one more time. So we're going to start with 2 double crochets, so yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, another double, two triples, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, yarn over, pull through the third 2, another triple, yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the second 2, yarn over, pull through the third 2. The picot, again, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in that third chain, or that first chain, you're going to insert your hook and basically do a slip stitch. So pull through both. And then we're going to do another triple crochet to complete the other side of the shell stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over. The yarn is getting all bunched up. Good grief. Ooh. All right. Yarn over twice for our second triple crochet. Insert your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first two, yarn over, pull through the second two, yarn over, pull through the third two. Then we're going to do our 2 double crochets. Oh, that's kind of loose. Our second double crochet. And there you have your second shell stitch. So again, we'll skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and in that third stitch we'll do a single crochet, and then we'll skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and do a shell stitch again. So you should have a total, when you finish the shell stitches all the way around, you should have a total of 8 shell stitches. So I will come back once I'm finished going all the way around and show you how to finish up. Alright, so I've just finished my last shell stitch, and I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and I'm going to insert my hook to do a single crochet. And then again, I'm going to do a slip stitch into that first single crochet to finish off this project. And then I'm just going to cut my thread, pull it through, and then I would use my tapestry needle to just weave in this end, which I can go ahead and do right now, show you how I do it. So I kind of just go follow along stitches, just kind of pull it through, and I'll just kind of go across through a few stitches, and then I might go down here, maybe down and through here, just kind of weaving in those ends, and I think that'll be good. So I can just cut this, and then there you have it. There is your cute little newborn crown. So again, you should have had 8 of those shell stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there you are. Pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty quick. This particular pattern is not mine, so I will put the pattern in the description. They have lots of different sizes for this. They've got newborn, they've got 0 to 3 months, 6 to 12, and then they also have sizing for adults and teens. So I will again link that in the description, and you can go check out the person who created this pattern and who I got this pattern from. So I hope you have fun doing this. Alright y'all, that's everything I have today. Next tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make a bear hat, and then the video after that it will be how to make a diaper cover that matches that same bear hat. And I'll show you where you can find lots of free crocheting patterns online in the next video as well. So until next time, happy crocheting y'all. Bye.